Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Zesty Lemon Lime Party YouTube collaboration, hosted by Leah from Make All the Things With Me and Lori from Farmhouse Stencil Shop, and our special guest host, Sheila from Sweetie's Creations and Decor. Okay, here I have a plate and a saucer, both purchased from Dollar Tree with the lemons on there. So anyone can do this. Excuse me. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm cleaning the plates with alcohol really well to get all the oils off because I am going to do a stencil on here. Now I'm forgetting how to talk. And both of these stencils, this stencil is from Magnolia Design Company, and I will put the link in the description. This is called Blessed Butterfly. And since there's two, this can be cut apart. You don't have to cut them apart, but to use both of them, I am going to cut them apart because I feel it's easier to control. So here I'm just cutting them apart, and I'm going to do the saucer first. Trying to figure out where to put that. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fuzz it so that when I pull it off the plate, it doesn't stretch on me. I think this one does a little bit because I didn't fuzz it enough. Thought I did, but I guess not because it's glass. You might want to fuzz it just a little bit extra when you're doing it on glass. And then I'm going to line it up, try to get it centered. It might be a little wonky because every time it's wonky on me. I think if I even had a ruler, it would be wonky. But I'm going to press it down, make sure there's no air bubbles. And this comes out really pretty. And I decided to use the glittering black chalk paste. I can also link this in the description as well. I'm going to get my little squeegee because I've already stirred up my paste. So I'm going to get a little on there. And I'm going to start, I'm trying to figure out because I didn't want to use a whole bunch at the top for this little antennae. Then I'm going to keep going in the same direction and just spread this out. For some reason, I was moving slow today. But I wanted to make sure I had it all filled, and then I'm going to peel it. And that came out so pretty. And that one says loved. And now I got it all dried up, and that is very pretty. Then I'm going to bring in the plate. And here I'm going to fuzz up the larger one. And again, I fuzzed it really well. I kind of stopped the camera, but yeah, I did. I fuzzed this one up really well because I didn't think you all needed to sit there and watch me fuzz another stencil. So I'm just trying to get the wrinkles out a little bit. And then I seen that part of the D would have went onto the lemon, so I'm kind of readjusting it. And here I'm starting at the top. I'm going to come down. And again, I'm just going to make sure that there's no air bubbles. And I just lift, and then I'm just going to rub it down as I go. Because the plate curves up, you'll see those wrinkles. But as long as they're not within the open stencil part, you'll be fine, where a lot of chalk paste will not go under it. So that's all I'm checking to make sure. Then again, I'm going to get some paste on my squeegee, and I'm going to begin. You want to work quick, but you don't want to go too fast where you miss putting down some chalk paste. But you can always go back and remove the excess and just make sure that you get all the places that you need it to go into. This one also comes out really pretty. But this is really easy, buying the plates from Dollar Tree and then just putting a stencil on them. It's a good thing for like the holidays where you can dress up your plates without having to go and spend lots of money on decorating plates to go with your holiday theme. And that just came out so pretty. And I make sure I rinse my stencils off as soon as I'm done. Aren't those so pretty? Oh, I just love that. Love it. So here they are. Okay, our next one, this is also one of the cutting boards, and I'm using lavender lemon stencil. This is a rub-on transfer. This is also from Magnolia Design Co. That link will also be in the description. And for this one, I didn't wipe it down because the rub-on's gone really well. But on this surface, it's kind of a bumpy, uneven surface. But it worked. It went on really well. And I had to, I put my finger on the one that I had chose. And I had chosen that one. But I put my finger in it. I ended up having to rub it off and start all over again. And this is where I show you I'm putting that one on. But I end up going to this one because I messed it up. This is another stencil from, it's the rolling pin stencil. This is also from Magnolia Design Co. So I am going to put that link in the description for all these amazing words it has. And I'm going to use pray, have faith, and amazing grace. I'm writing their names on the back so that when I go to put the stencil back on top, I know which one goes on which. And then I put a piece of paper under the pray so that when I peel that off, it does not peel off the rub-on transfer that I've already put down. Again, I'm going in one direction, make sure all of it is filled in. I usually go in one direction. I don't know why I did it this way, but because of the uneven texture on this, it kind of bleeds, but it looks so pretty. Then I'm going to do this one, same way. Gonna peel. And I feel like I do it this way so that it doesn't dry in the mesh. And I also use the glittering black chalk paste on this one. And look how pretty that is. Then I felt that there was some open space on the cutting board. So I'm going to use this little slice. It looks like a lemon. I don't know if it's a lemon or a wheel, but it's going to be a lemon for us today. So I am using honeycomb paint from Paint Pixie. And I'm going to do the lemon slice, and I'm going to do the middle part of the rolling pin in the honeycomb. So then I did that, and I also did the handles white, Paint Pixie, and marshmallow. So now I'm going to stencil the word grateful on the rolling pin, and I think this is when I am out of frame, and I do apologize. I thought I was in frame, and I didn't realize my camera had moved because of my big head. My big head got in the way. So, and I forgot to readjust it, but we're going to make it work. So I put it on. It was kind of catawonky as usual. So I put it back on again, and this time I said, oh, this'll do. And again, making sure there's no air bubbles on there and just rubbing it down. Get another squeegee, glittering black chalk paste again. And I am going to, and this is when I'm out of frame, and I apologize. But you do the same thing, it's just that you're on a curved surface. So I had to bring it up to me so I could see what I was doing. I apologize. But it comes out really well. I haven't done a rolling pin in a long time, so I thought this would be really pretty. Then I'm just going to pull that off and just take your time. That came out really nice. And then I put the wheel in this spot. I thought I recorded this. I don't know what happened to that footage, but it's on there in that space that I thought was a little bit too large to be empty. Then I took some of that lemon ribbon from Dollar Tree that was in my stash, And I just put a little glue on it. I'm going to put that on both ends. And again, I apologize for being out of frame. Cut that off, glue that down, just a little bit of hot glue. And I didn't realize I left the whole thing in, so I apologize for y'all to sit through this, but I think it's going to change. Now, there it is, the ribbon on both ends. It looks so nice. And then here I have 3 different types of fabric that I'm going to cut into strips. And I was showing my friend Michelle, and I didn't realize that I wasn't showing it to the camera, but to her. Because I wasn't recording when I was showing the camera, go figure. But I'm recording, showing it to her. And then I was showing her that I had another one, but I was going to do a journal, but switched up and chose to do kitchen instead. So I'm just cutting, I think I cut 3 strips from each pattern. And so I am going to get out my bow dazzler, and I got the big one out. And I got some string, some baker's twine in yellow and white. And I can't believe I recorded this, but the other parts I didn't record. So I'm getting it all together in the strips. For each one. All right, then here I'm going to start putting it in, and I'm just going to fold it over. And I thought I took this part out, but I guess I was trying to make up my mind how I wanted to do this. And I thought I took this part out, but I guess I didn't. But that's okay. We're going to go with it. I'm so silly. I am just so silly. And I decide, okay, let's start at the end, and then we just start folding it. This will make it easier. However you can do it. When it comes to material, I'm just at a loss. I don't know. But hey, as long as it works and it looks pretty, that's what matters. And this comes out really, really cute. And again, I apologize for y'all watching all of this. But you get to see how you just layer it. And sometimes I twist it just so the brighter side, the correct side of the fabric is on the outside. This did take a little bit of time. I thought I sped it up enough so you all can see how I'm doing this. I don't know. It was just one of them days. It's just one of them days so y'all can see how we fight with stuff as creators. Sometimes it goes so easy, and then other times we have to fight with our crafts. But we come out on top. At least we try. We try to come out on top because sometimes it's not a fair fight. It's like our crafts know something that we don't. So again, I'm just going to twist, 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 and just fold it over and over so it'll look nice. I mean, you can make your loops bigger. You can make them smaller. It's always up to you. Like I always say, we give you the foundation, and you can always build up from there. But I really liked how this came out. And I apologize. This is the longest part, and I know I could have took this out, but I've already spent an hour editing, so I was like, just let me do the voiceover. They'll understand. It comes out pretty. It comes out pretty. So I really love how this comes out. It looks really, really nice. And then, of course, the part where I put it down and glue it. I don't know what happened to that footage either. But I'm just going to move that down and around, and then I am going to tie it tight. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to pull a little bit tighter, and then I'm going to do a surgeon's knot so it doesn't come up, and that's going through the loop twice. And then I'm going to tie a knot on top of that one. And there it is. It came out so pretty. Again, thank you all so much for being here. I will link the playlist in the description so you can go on over and give some support to my friends. And I hope you really enjoyed this. I love the way this came out, and I chose to do lemon. So again, thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the playlist. Take care.